For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, to make you laugh, make you happy and docile, so you don't know what's really going on.
I just know him as a person.
Right.
He's one of my best friends.
Right.
And he just wants to become a better person.
Right.
And do better things.
He's
about him, what's going on.
He's a tremendous motivational speaker.
It's about what's going on him on the inside. Because he knows that those outside things aren't going to fix you.
Wow. I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future.
Things are seemingly heating up in Tinseltown, and it's not just another celebrity feud. Rumor has it that Jim Carrey is seriously warning Matthew McConaughey that he can be the next target.
I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati.
And if that doesn't shiver down your spine, wait until you hear why. Matthew has been spilling some heavy truths. And Jim, who's had his fair share of experiences with Hollywood's underbelly, might be backing him up. Could Matthew really be in danger? Has he become a target for speaking out?
Have you had difficulties with that?
But I have had moments where I was on stage receiving an award in front of my peers in Hollywood. There were people in the crowd that I have prayed with. And when I thank God, I saw some of those people.
And why would Jim, of all people, be the one giving this advice? Is it paranoia, or is there something they know that we don't? Let's find out. There's a common belief that Hollywood draws artists in with promises of fame and success. But once they've done the work and see the darker side of the industry, speaking out can spell the end of their careers. Matthew McConaughey has shed light on how Hollywood has harshly turned its back on some actors. In a recent chat, Matthew opened up about not letting the trauma of being molested or as a teen beat him. The actor first shared these tough experiences in his 2020 memoir, Green Lights, and talked about them again on Amanda de Cadenet's podcast, The Conversation About the Men. In Green Lights, the Oscar winner revealed that he was at 18 by a man while knocked unconscious in the back of a van. Talking with de Cadenet in an episode released, the Interstellar star said, "I'm not going to be afraid of relationships because my first experience was That's an aberration. No, that's not the way it is. And if I go on and I'm not going to let it beat me, am I denying that it happened? No, I'm not denying that it happened. It happened. He said he chose not to bring that baggage into his life or how I treat people and how I trust people and how I look at circumstances, the risk I may take. McConaughey also said, after that, I got to have some healthy relations and have girls that I liked and liked me. And we slowly got intimate and it was beautiful and clumsy and all those things, but it wasn't ugly like that was. While speaking to de Cadenet, the actor recalled how his late father, James McConaughey, taught him about the birds and the bees, as well as the importance of content. He's talking to me, he says, son, as a male in the situation, speaking to me about a heteroous relationship. If you ever feel the girl, the female, hesitate, stop. He even said this, he goes, you may even feel them hesitate, and then after you stop, they may go, oh no, come on, don't, wait till next time, McConaughey added. Matthew has shared many incidents which raised questions on industry's operations. According to him, there are many people who are promoting such stuff even through their work. And now after going through all these things, he is seemingly warning Jim also to be aware of such people. Jim Carrey has really taken some big risks to expose the darker side of the industry. He's put it all on the line, dropping hints about what's really going on, like how the Illuminati supposedly controls everything and scripts our lives. Carrey's fans are convinced that after he spoke out, they basically forced him into retirement and made him disappear. Let's be real, Jim Carrey has always been a fascinating guy, with his quirky moments throughout his career. But when he starts talking about the industry and the whole Illuminati thing, you can't help but wonder if he's trying to give us a peek at what's really happening behind the scenes. Since his Hollywood exit, news of Jim Carrey retreating from the spotlight has sparked concern among his friends. This guy who used to light up every room now seems to have gone into self-isolation, looking like a shadow of his former self. Ever since he shifted his focus to art back in 2022, it's like he's just vanished from the scene.
You're supposed to say, you know, we're important, and you're supposed to say it's all going to be all right, and you're supposed to say that, you know, whatever you dream.
During a recent rare appearance at his 62nd birthday celebration earlier this month, Jim Carrey was spotted looking disheveled and almost unrecognizable. This has led friends to step in and offer their support, especially with the rumors about his struggles with failed relationships over the years, which seem to have taken a heavy toll on him. The star star of Dumb and Dumber, known for his vibrant energy and comedic brilliance, is reportedly causing concern among his close friends due to his increasingly reclusive lifestyle. They're genuinely worried about his well-being as he continues to withdraw from the public eye.
I do believe in manifestation, power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters. You know, this mattering is to me.
On his 62nd birthday, observed on January 5th, Jim Carrey made a rare public appearance looking disheveled and hardly recognizable, prompting his friends to gather around him to offer support. According to a source cited by the National Enquirer via Radar Online, the comedian has been spending time in Hawaii and is hiding away, showing very little interest in anything Hollywood has to offer. The Insider expressed concern, stating, "It's a big worry for the many folks who care about Jim, who's had some seriously rough moments these past few years." The source added that Carrey tends to self-isolate and withdraw. Observing Carrey's appearance, the Insider remarked that the former actor seems to have taken a beating, both physically and mentally. The concerns about Jim Carrey's well-being stem from his decision to step away from his Hollywood career as an actor-comedian and focus on pursuing art. In March 2022, the Ace Ventura star disclosed to Access Hollywood that he was probably retiring from acting. Carrey explained, "Well, I'm retiring. Yeah, probably. I'm being fairly serious. It depends. If the angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break." He further expressed, "I feel like, and this is something you might never hear another celebrity say as long as time exists, I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough." This shift in focus towards personal fulfillment through artistic endeavors seems to have prompted concern among his friends about his well-being and lifestyle. Jim Carrey's journey in the entertainment industry has indeed been marked by both success and personal challenges. Despite his fame and acclaim for comedic roles in films like Liar, Liar, Bruce Almighty, The Mask, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Dumb and Dumber, and The Cable Guy, he has faced difficulties throughout his career.
We usually don't pick up hitchhikers, but I'm gonna go with my instinct on this one. Saddle up, partner.
Carrey has showcased his versatility by also taking on serious roles, receiving praise for his performance in films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where he starred alongside Kate Winslet. Early in his career, Carrey faced the hardships of the industry, working under the guidance of popular comedian Rodney Dangerfield, who played a pivotal role in helping him explore the world of comedy and realize his potential. His climb to superstardom during the 1990s included notable work on the TV show In Living Color.
And said to him, "You have the perfect persona, the perfect comedic persona. I mean, I have, you know, I'm cheap and all this, but the no respect thing gets to the core."
When Jim Carrey embarked on his journey into the entertainment industry, he quickly realized the formidable challenges that lay ahead. Chronicled by the New York Times, the actor and comedian faced a protracted and arduous struggle to ascend to stardom. Over nearly a decade, he dedicated himself to performing comedic acts wherever he could, striving to be recognized and taken seriously in the industry. In candid reflections, Carrey shared, "For years, I used to drive up to Mulholland Drive every night and look at the city and sit and imagine myself with all this money and being sought after." Contrary to a desire for material wealth, his primary aspiration was excellence in his craft. Recalling a pivotal moment at the age of 15 when his father secured him a gig at a Toronto comedy club, Carrey acknowledged facing initial failure, getting booed off the stage in a polyester suit that clashed with the crowd's preferences. Undeterred, he made a comeback 2 years later with a more authentic performance, abandoning the suit for a messy-haired, relatable approach. At the age of 19, Carrey shifted his focus to Los Angeles, tirelessly honing his skills until catching the attention of industry heavyweights, such as Sam Kinison and Rodney Dangerfield, eventually securing coveted television roles. Jim Carrey's journey to success was marked by formidable challenges and numerous rejections in his pursuit of a career in the entertainment industry. The hurdles he faced were evident in instances such as his attempt to join Saturday Night Live, SNL, where he encountered immediate rejection. According to Insider, Carrey's audition tape for SNL never even made it to the executive producer, Lorne Michaels. Michaels, in a statement to Vanity Fair, confirmed that he never had the chance to personally review Carrey's audition tape. He explained, "Somebody who was there said, 'I don't think Lorne would like it,' and they were probably wrong. But it doesn't matter. Or maybe they were right. Who knows? No one gets it all right." Thankfully, Carrey became successful nonetheless. He harbored no ill feelings against the show or its makers, and he has hosted SNL 3 times and was also a part of the show's 40th anniversary episode in 2015.
Enjoy the reunion, you know?
Can you really enjoy a reunion?
Come on. You are so crazy, Jim Carrey. Jim?
Jay Carrey?
Even as he was starting to make his mark in Hollywood, Jim Carrey had to learn to live with a massive sense of personal loss. He lost both his parents in a relatively short span of time, his mother in 1991 and his father in 1994. Carrey revealed in 2014 that his father indirectly helped him follow his dreams. Carrey's father was immensely talented and could have shone in the entertainment industry, but was too afraid to take that risk. So many of us chose our path out of fear disguised as practicality, Carrey explained via ABC News. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. So he made a conservative choice, and instead he got a job as an accountant. Years later, his father faced a critical juncture when he lost his job, compelling him to reassess his options. Jim Carrey reflects on this period as a valuable lesson, realizing that even seemingly secure choices can lead to failure. He emphasizes the importance of embracing failure while pursuing one's true passions. For Carrey, that meant pursuing acting and comedy, a decision rooted in genuine love for the craft. Moreover, Jim Carrey is no stranger to battling mental illness. His characters on screen are known for making people laugh, but the actor has privately fought depression for a long time, seeking professional help to cope with his symptoms. Carrey spoke about his journey in 2004 in a conversation on 60 Minutes. I was on Prozac for a long time. It may have helped me out of a jam for a little bit, but people stay on it forever. I had to get off at a certain point because I realized that, everything's just okay, Carrey said. Despite being an incredibly talented, versatile actor, it would be fair to say that Jim Carrey has seen his fair share of ups and downs in his career. Acting has definitely taken a back seat over the last few years, but Carrey hasn't forgotten his love for the craft. One of his fans wrote, "He lost his parents at his peak, but that didn't stop him. Every performance this guy did is comedy gold, was amazing in drama too." Another one added, "He took his sorrow and turned it into our joy. That's a beautiful life. There'd be no 90s without Jim Carrey's humor. This is not it." He has also called out Will Smith and Chris Rock after that famous Oscar scandal. It all started during the 94th Academy Awards. Jim Carrey didn't mince words when he threw shade at the whole debacle with Will Smith and Chris Rock at the Oscars. When he was out there promoting Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Carrey straight up told Gayle King on CBS that he was totally disgusted by the whole scene at the 2022 Oscars. When Smith slapped Rock for cracking a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's haircut, considering she deals with alopecia.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked out of it.
Yeah, Carrey wasn't having any of it. After Smith unleashed that outburst at Chris Rock, yelling to keep his wife's name out of his mouth, he still walks away with the Best Actor award for King Richard. For Jim Carrey, that was enough to stop holding back on his thoughts. He straight up said he felt sick seeing everyone giving Smith a standing ovation after that mess.
I was sickened. By the standing ovation.
Carrey didn't hesitate, calling Hollywood out for being spineless and suggesting they've lost their edge. It would appear that the actor saw that action as confirming earlier suspicions that Will Smith's rise might be because of things he had done to get there, and that is likely why he is still being protected. If not for that protection, Carrey thinks Smith should have been booted out of the Oscars then and there for his slap-happy moment.
You do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody in the face because they said words.
Then King pointed out that Chris Rock chose not to involve the authorities in the matter, but Carrey asserted that this decision was solely because the comedian preferred to avoid the trouble.
I just want the hassle. I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous.
Many folks are wondering if Will Smith's alleged protectors are behind all this trouble. A lot of people think Chris Rock didn't sue Will because of the supposed power Will holds in Hollywood, which lets him do whatever he wants. The rumor mill suggests that Will got this power by doing some pretty shady stuff, things you'd rather not know about. For a while now, accusations have been flying around that Will took part in certain rituals for power, including some involving gay activities. Even Jaguar Wright has talked about it herself.
They're both guys do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
If it were just Jaguar Wright, we might brush it off as another wild claim. But as we saw from the clip at the beginning, even someone close to Will Smith, his former assistant and friend Bilal, has come forward with even more damning details.
Then I saw acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game.
Perhaps that's why Jada decided to stay away from him. Just in case you don't know yet, Jada Pinkett Smith recently revealed the difficulties within her marriage to Will Smith. In a preview for an NBC News and Today show special tied to her upcoming memoir, Worthy, the Set It Off star shared that she and Will Smith have been residing apart since 2016, despite maintaining a united front in public appearances.
From the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now.
Yes.
Y'all have been...
I made a promise that there will never be a reason.
The speculations began to intensify in 2016 due to a well-known incident during the Oscars. In that year, Chris Rock famously roasted Jada Pinkett Smith in his monologue. According to Rock, Jada had approached him to step down from hosting the Oscars that year because her husband Will Smith had not received a Best Actor nomination for his role in the film Concussion.
Jada's mad her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. Tell the truth, I get it. You get mad? She said it's not fair.
And if you believe the revelations end there, think again. There are claims circulating that Jada and Will have been organizing unconventional gatherings at their residence, involving much younger men. Jaguar Wright even went on to divulge sensitive information, suggesting that she has witnessed young men leaving their premises in a state of astonishment. Contrary to the perception of Will Smith merely being a typical father expressing affection by giving his son Jaden Smith a gentle peck on the cheek, their dynamic transcends conventional norms. The duo's displays of affection have extended to a level that transcends the ordinary. On various occasions, Will has been observed planting kisses on Jaden's lips. While some might readily dismiss it as innocent paternal love, there are those who are beginning to raise questioning eyebrows. Speculations have arisen suggesting that these actions might signify more complex undertones beyond just affectionate bonding.
That shit we saw on Red Table Talk, oh, that was G. That was G-rated. That was G-rated shit.
What I will say that I do know about the Smiths,
the public reaction to Will Smith's affectionate behavior even prompted discomfort among his fans. Many individuals criticized him for seemingly making his son Jaden uneasy by frequently planting kisses on his lips. Despite the growing scrutiny, Will consistently refuted any insinuations of impropriety, maintaining his denial of any discomfort caused to Jaden by these gestures. On this matter, one person commented, "That's disgusting. No one kisses their kids on the mouth like that, especially when the kids are teenagers. I can't believe people are cheering this kind of behavior." Another person wrote, "This is definitely CA, and there is always a negative impact on the child. When adults do certain things, they should try to not just think about themselves alone, but the impact of their actions on their children." Rumors are in circulation regarding Will and his wife Jada, who allegedly host lavish gatherings at their home, often attended by younger male guests. These events, as revealed by the outspoken Jaguar Wright, have been suggested to explore non-traditional boundaries. Some individuals even assert that they have personally observed young men leaving the Smith residence appearing agitated. The echoes of their distressing cries reportedly pierced through the night air, adding to the mysterious aura surrounding these gatherings.
corny, overbooked was not built to be able to maintain the swag of a Baltimore chick.
That is true.
Delving into the origins of these extraordinary and unorthodox events, it seems that Will might have drawn inspiration from none other than the revered maestro, Quincy Jones. This iconic music producer and musician boasts a storied career spanning decades, during which he has been privy to a myriad of experiences within the industry. Remarkably, he has not hesitated to unveil the hidden aspects and missteps of several celebrity associates. In a moment that startled many, Quincy Jones confided in an interview with Vulture magazine, laying bare the unexpected truth that individuals such as James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye were queer. Here's what he had to say about Marlon Brando. "He was the most charming MF you ever met. He'd F anything. Anything. He'd F a mailbox, James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye. Following Quincy Jones' contentious statements, a prominent YouTuber raised their voice, alleging that Quincy himself identifies as BS. Expressing strong disapproval of Quincy's inappropriate comments, the YouTuber pondered whether he was an appropriate individual to divulge anyone else's gender inclinations, given the nature of his own revelations.
Quincy Jones, if you always tell the truth, well, tell me this. Are you bi?
However, the saga doesn't conclude there. The YouTuber took their stance a step further, asserting that they possessed a friend with connections in Hollywood, some of which involved interactions with none other than Quincy Jones himself.
Have a friend who is really attractive and gay. Guess what? You learn a lot of things about the men in Hollywood.
Reports have emerged alleging that Quincy had engaged in a series of intimate liaisons with individuals, even when he was 70 years old. These allegations insinuate that Quincy had kept his interest in the same gender hidden for many years, and might have held a role as a guardian of sorts for gay men within the realm of the entertainment industry.
Have you ever had man multiple times?
Quincy Jones, celebrated for his pivotal role in shaping the trajectories of several Black artists' careers, has also been the subject of allegations linking him to various cults and groups, as claimed by conspiracy theorist Professor Griff. Griff accused Quincy of involvement in Hollywood S-rings.
It was the homo ritual. This is where the homo came out against me, but I didn't mind. I wasn't talking about homo. I'm saying there's a homo ritual that they go through.
But what Jim is going through is because it's all exposed, all because he chose to speak. And the same goes with Matthew. It seems like it's a ritual in Hollywood that whoever chose to speak about the industry, they never miss a chance to humiliate them. Same thing happened with Matthew as well.
Brings them up and where they started. An anti-vaxxer?
I believe so, yeah. Just saying.
Way to bring it down.
Well, as you can see the moment when Joy Behar exchanged words with the Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey, leaving him visibly puzzled. This sparked speculation among people that something unusual was happening between them.
There's always a good day.
It so happens I got a pedicure this week.
This incident harkened back to a situation in the 2000s when Matthew had massaged Joy's foot. This time, she unexpectedly placed her foot in front of him for a massage. Moreover, there was another tense moment that unfolded during this interaction.
Me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing. To give you a direct statement right there.
However, it wasn't all happy memories and relaxing foot rubs during McConaughey's appearance. Later in the episode, Behar and McConaughey shared a tense moment after the co-host claimed that the actor was anti-gun.
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
The comment came during a question about whether or not he thought he could be elected to political office in Texas. McConaughey has spoken about responsible gun ownership before. He responded by telling Behar that she was engaging in a game he was not interested in playing. Matthew further said, "As far as office, I will always measure what category I can be most useful." He further asked Joy that she really thinks he could have been selected in Texas for anti-gun. This appeared to hit a nerve for McConaughey, who pondered the question for a moment before pointing his finger at Behar. He mentioned that when it comes to politics, he avoids making direct statements and playing games he's not interested in playing.
If me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Behar, who appeared visibly flustered, advised McConaughey that he had the option to remain silent if he chose not to speak on the matter. The show then went to a commercial break, and upon its return, the co-hosts briefly revisited the topic of McConaughey's stance on guns.
You a direct statement right there.
But what is going to happen?
So maybe that is why he is suggesting Matthew to leave the industry, because it's not anymore safe for anyone. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.